Hi, everybody. Baruch Hashem. We're continuing on the Sichas Savo, Kitab El Arvitz. It's from the talks of Shabbos, the Shabbos, the Parsha Savo, the 21st of Elul, 5751, 1991. And it's in this book, and we're now, and if you want the book and more information, you go to livingwithmoshiach.com. Okay, so right now we're like in the middle of number 3. We're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're in 7th paragraph in number 3. And even regarding, so now we're talking about the idea of Bikurim, that everything we do has to be permeated with the Eibishter. And even regarding the mere one thought, speech or action, when it seems so insignificant to compare in comparison with the other thoughts, speeches or actions, nevertheless, being a thought, a speech or action of a Jew, it is a part of Bikurim, which belongs in the base of Mikdash before Hashem. So our whole being, and the explanation of this is, as mentioned before, that being that it is a part of the Jewish life, and a Jew who is completely one with Hashem, and he is not a means for another thing, rather the intention and goal is in him himself. It is understood that likewise, that the true regarding, and likewise is true regarding the details of his life, that every aspect that a Jew does, every thought, speech, or action of his, in every moment in time or point in space in which he finds himself, even a single and very minute one, relatively speaking, is part of the Bikurim, which is before Hashem. We bring before God in the base of Mikdash, the sanctuary that your hands, Hashem, established. And also in this moment and in this place, even if it's something, even if it's something temporary, he has an obligation to say, for me, the entire world was created for me. That since everything was created for the service of a Jew in thought, speech, and action, this particular time or this particular place, it is known that the steps of man are established by Hashem. Hashem tells us everything we're doing. And similarly to the sanctuary of your hands, O God, is established to the extent that a Jew has the power and authority to accomplish and change and revolution in the realms of time and space, that Jewish people sanctify the times, and likewise regarding sanctifying a place, that through the building of the shul, and likewise the Rebbe is saying that we can change everything, that we're God's special servants, and it's our hands to change and to work and change everything to make it holy, and every time. Based on this, number 4. Based on this, we will understand the innovation of the mitzvah Bikurim in comparison to the other ways of thanking and praising Hashem. Remember, Bikurim has to be tied into the whole Torah somehow. That's what we said in the beginning. We didn't know why, but he's saying the giving of thanks. I was going to explain even more so, because the whole idea of the Torah is that we're thanking Hashem. When we wake up in the morning, we're thanking Hashem. Everything's learning to thank Hashem. As a matter of fact, it says that the reason that we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden is that when Adam ate from the forbidden fruit, and Hashem says, "What are you doing? What happened to you?" So instead of Adam saying, "Hashem, I'm really sorry. I just made a mistake. I was wrong. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me." And I really. He didn't say that. He gave her the teretz. He gave an answer. It was that wife you gave me. So Rashi says he was kafui toiva, that he was ungrateful. So this is the reason we were kicked out of our Garden of Eden, is because we didn't have proper gratitude to Hashem. So this is the Bikurim is presenting and bringing the greatest gratitude in every way. That's why the gratitude is so important. And the more you give gratitude to thank you, the happier you are. And based on this, we will understand the innovation of the mitzvah of Bikurim in comparison to the other ways of thanking and praising Hashem. The deeper concept of Bikurim, namely, bringing out the true existence of a Jew, is one with Hashem. and that all of their details are before Hashem, everything before Hashem your God, reflects itself in the fulfillment of the mitzvah Bikurim. It says, in the simple sense, that through the Jewish people, that this is not only an offering of thanks in speech, rather also in action. We bring up physical fruits before Hashem your God, and they remain in the possession of Hashem. The physical fruits become holiness. Wow. And they become holy things. They were simple things, and now they become holy. And this overtakes the Jews who's bringing the Bikurim, and expresses in his thought, speech, and action that he, the Jew, becomes a declarer, a source, who says and sings the praises of Hashem. And you shall answer, and you shall say before Hashem your God, says in the Pasuk. And all those around him, including the Kohanim that will be in those days, and also Hashem himself, so to say, are standing and listening to what he's saying. He's bringing this fruit, and everybody's listening. God is listening to him, and everybody's listening. Not only the relationship of the Creator and the creation, that the creation thanks Hashem for bestowing vitality and kindness. However, the Creator and the creation remain two separate things, as mentioned above. Through fulfilling the mitzvah of Bikurim, the amazing thing, we reveal below in the lowest world that the Jewish people are the souls and bodies, as souls and bodies are the Bikurim, the first of the entire world, for which the entire world was created. Number 5. From this we can understand the all-embracing concept of the mitzvah Bikurim, which connects to all the Torah and mitzvahs to the general. In general, Bikurim expresses the goal of fulfillment of the entire Torah and mitzvahs, that a Jew, who also, as he is a soul in the body in this physical world, should openly be in a state of Bikurim, first the entire nation, since he is one thing with Hashem, that before Hashem your God, that the Jewish people and Hashem are completely one. Let's go over this again. Bikurim expresses the goal of the fulfillment of the entire Torah and mitzvahs, that a Jew who he is a soul in a body in this physical world should be openly in a state of Bikurim, first of the totally with one Hashem, first of the entire world, since he is one thing with Hashem. Before Hashem your God, the Jewish people and Hashem are completely one. Now we're on number 6. Furthermore and deeper, the fact that the Jewish people are Bikurim. The thought of the Jewish people preceded everything Hashem, before everything we were with Hashem, is even regarding the Torah. It says Bereshis, it says Beis Reshis, there were two beginnings. It says the world was created. The world was created for the Torah, that is called the beginning of his way, and for the Jewish people called the first of his grain. The two things preceded the world, the Torah and the Jewish people. And I do not know which one came first. This is the Rebbe's bringing this down from Pesach Day. I think I know. Nevertheless, when he says, command the Jewish people, speak to the Jewish people, I know that the Jewish people came first, being that the entire Torah is commanded to the Jewish people. So we're before even the Torah. We're the first thing. Okay. That the meaning of this is, however, that not that the Jewish people, as they proceed and are higher than the Torah and have no connection, haven't forfend with the Torah, as is have no connection, haven't forfend with the Torah, as understood from itself, that one from the one word Bereshis includes two first, the Torah and the Jewish people. In other words, that although in a revealed sense the Torah and the Jewish people are two things, nevertheless in truth and in essence they're one thing. We're one with the Torah. The Jewish people are connected to the Torah. They, the words of the Torah, are our life and the length of our days. And the Torah is connected to the Jewish people. The entire Torah is commanded to the Jewish people. So the Torah, so the various things, we're both tied very much together. But the meaning that the Jewish people preceded the Torah is similar to cause and effect, so to say. What's this mean? Torah was given because of the Jewish people. Command to the Jewish people, and therefore saving a life overrides the entire Torah and not the opposite. So it says that the Torah was given because of us. So therefore, if a person is in danger of his life, therefore he overrides it because the Jews are let's go over this again. And the meaning of the Jewish people preceded the Torah is similar to a cause and effect. So too, so to say, that the Torah was given because of the Jewish people. God gave the Torah because of us, commanded the Jewish people. And therefore, saving a life overrides the entire Torah because Jewish people are above the Torah and not the opposite. The fulfillment of the Torah is not possible without the Jewish people. And it's necessary to have the Jewish people who will accept and fulfill the Torah, which is an inheritance for the congregation of Yaakov. Whereas the existence of Jewish people is possible even if a person transgresses Torah and mitzvahs, heaven forbid. So even you do something wrong, you're still there. As the word ever says, although he sinned, he's still a Jew. That since the Jewish people are higher than the Torah, as this expresses itself in a clear way in the phenomenon of tshuva, return to Hashem, that's above, that even one who transgresses, Hashem forbid, the Torah can do tshuva, even though who goes in, he can do tshuva, which are higher. Since his soul reaches a place that is higher than the Torah, as is known regarding they asked the Torah, they asked Hashem, and he said he should do tshuva and he will be forgiven. So here we say that the Jewish people are the main thing, we're above everything. So the Rebbe points out that how it comes out in reality that even if a person he is more important than the Torah. Therefore, as we see that if a person is in danger of his life, he can break Shabbos because he is a higher level than the Torah. And we even see that a Jew who goes against Torah, it says over here that he's still a Jew. However, however, since the Torah comes together with the Jewish people too first, only that within this itself the Jewish preceded it. So we need the two, we need the Jews and the Torah. It is understood that the essence of the Jewish people is connected to the Torah. Since the Jewish people are connected in essence to Hashem, and therefore also His blessed wisdom and will, the Torah, which is completely one with Hashem, which is Hashem's will and understanding, therefore the existence of the Jewish people itself, being one with Hashem, brings a Jew to fulfill the Torah actually and clearly as the ruling of the Rambam, that the innermost desire of the Jew, even in the state of his evil inclination attacks him, is always to fulfill Hashem's will, that he wants to be a Jew and wants to do all the mitzvahs and distance himself from transaction. So here we learn that the Torah's mamish connected to our essence, and therefore it's our essence to serve Hashem, and therefore we always want to serve Hashem, even if we're blowing it in our inner essence. We always want to serve Hashem. Only that usually this itself, that the Jewish people preceded Torah, is revealed in a clear way through Torah, since according to the order of the service in a usual manner, as it ought to be from the perspective a person goes from a straight path, a Jew must learn Torah and fulfill the mitzvahs. He must do what's right, and through this virtue of the Jewish people is revealed. However, also without this, even if you don't do Torah, we say many Jews, like me, many other people were lost Jews of this generation, and we didn't do it. Also, through this virtue, a Jew must learn Torah and fulfill its mitzvahs, and through this the virtue of Jewish people is revealed. However, also without this, it is possible that the essence of the Jewish people should be revealed as they are above the Torah. This expresses itself in the service of tshuva, as mentioned above, and that the explanation for this is, or is going to talk about this, that there's a level of tshuva that's above the Torah. When this level is how I'm tied into God Himself. Regarding the words itself, in the original God, it says that there are three knots that are tied with each other. It talks about that Hashem, the Torah, and the Jewish people. That is known. There's a known question. That generally you have three things. So you have the Jews, and then you tie them together with the Torah, and you tie the Torah together with Hashem. So you have two knots connecting three things. Okay? So here we're going to talk the amazing thing. Here we say there are three knots. that are tied with each other, Hashem, the Torah, and the Jewish people. That there's none the question. Three things connected through two knots. Why does it have three knots? And one of the explanations of this is that in addition to the connection of the Jewish people to Hashem, which is accomplished through the Torah, there's also the third connection between the Jewish people and Hashem, as the Jewish people are higher than the Torah, and even more so that they connect the Torah to Hashem, so which is higher than the Torah. Meaning that within a Jew there are two levels: a soul, as the soul of the Jewish people descend below in a body, in this physical world where they are literally a created existence, which due to the concealment of the world, their connection to Hashem is not clearly evident, and therefore we must reveal it through Torah, that which even as it descends below, it is clearly evident that the Torah and Hashem are completely one. And through this, the connection of the Jewish people to the Torah, that the essence of the Jewish people is revealed, the Jewish people and Hashem are completely one. So we see this, and they proceed and are higher than the Torah. And therefore, the Jewish people have a power to contribute to the Torah, including that they connect the Torah to Hashem, who is above the Torah as mentioned above. Let's go over this one more time. Meaning that within the Jewish people there are two levels. As the souls of the Jewish people descend below, in a body in this physical world, where they are literally a created existence, which due to the concealment of the world, their connection to Hashem is not clearly evident, and therefore it must be revealed through the Torah, which even as it descends below, it is clearly evident that the Torah and Hashem are one. It's always evident. And through this, the connection of the Jewish people to the Torah, the essence of the Jewish people is revealed. They're revealed who we really are. That the Jewish people and Hashem are completely one. So through Doing mitzvahs, it's revealed in this world as they proceed and are higher than the Torah. As they proceed, the Jewish people proceed higher than the Torah. And therefore the Jewish people have the power to contribute to the Torah, including that they connect to the Torah to Hashem, who is above the Torah, as mentioned above. So we have a special power that we connect the Torah to Hashem. And we may say that since that the Jewish people, even as they find themselves below, they are before Hashem your God. This is a chiddush by the Rebbe, that even as they are below, the essence of the Jewish people, as they are higher than the Torah, is present. And this is expressed itself in a revealed way in the phenomenon of tshuva, as mentioned above. This tshuva is the tshuva, our generation is the generation of tshuva, the Bali tshuva, people who are lost, the lost Jews. And all of a sudden you see this amazing thing, that all these Bali tshuvas, they're lost Jews. I don't even know, for me, I didn't know, I know I was Jewish, but I didn't think about God for 20 years. And all of a sudden that's all I think about. You see them, the Rebbe brings this in Parsha in many places. I was amazed by the Bali Tshuva that they were totally lost, and now they're doing everything in a complete way. And actually, there's a mimer where Rebbe talks about says, and it will be in that day the great shofar will blow, but those that who are lost in the land of Syria, which is the idea of richness, and those who are broken in the land of Egypt, they will come to bow down to Hashem on the holy mountain. So he says this is the level of tshuva. If the people are lost, do tshuva. So the Rebbe says over there at the end, he talks about more deal at Mr. Hashem another time. The whole concept of the blowing of the shofar is that when you blow the shofar, it awakens Hashem to be the king, and therefore, but it's by our own avoda that we do special stuff. Every year we do more special stuff. And so if we do more special stuff, so Hashem is looking forward to be our king. He's working to have more specialness, more onik, more nachas from us. So it says, by the great shofar, it doesn't appear there's an arousal from below. And at the end, the Rebbe says an amazing thing. He says, by the growing of the great shofar, the Rebbe, which I heard then last time the Rebbe blew it, the blowing of the great shofar, it says it wakes up the Jews, like we're talking about here. The essence of the Jews wake up, and they realize that everything's Hashem. I mean, I talked to many people. I remember one guy was working, where he was working, after he was working, he was like 2 years religious. I said, so what happened to you? He says he doesn't know what happened to him, but he's sure so happy that Hashem did to him. So this is like the waking up. This is what we're talking about. And as is understood also from the above mentioned words of our sages, that each and every one is obligated to say the world was created for me, which obviously includes each Jew, even an Amaretz, an ignorant one, who does not have a revealed connection to the Torah, as alluded to in the words of our sages, that even the level of the world was that in the level of the world was created, which preceded the giving of the Torah, before the commandment to study the Torah, there is the obligation to say that the world was created for me. Let's go to this last paragraph again. As is understood also from above, that the above mentioned words of the sages, each and every one is obligated to say the world was created for me, which obviously includes each Jew, even an Amaretz, an ignorant one, who does not have the revealed connection to the Torah. He's just kind of lost, as alluded to in the words of a sage, that even the level that was created for me, that says, which preceded the giving of the Torah, still and before the commandment to study Torah, there's the obligation to say the world was created for me. So this is, even a Jew, whatever level he is, he has to say the world was created for me. And we may say, which is the Chiddush by the Rebbe, that this expresses itself actually regarding the Jewish infant and a small child before they begin to speak and is capable of studying Torah in the revealed way. So this is a Chiddush. The Rebbe says, like the little baby. Likewise, a child in knowledge who does not yet have the revealed connection to Torah, not only his own is not his own fault, heaven forbid, rather an infant that was captured and raised among the Jews, is what we're just talking about. So somebody who's a child who doesn't know what he's doing, like I didn't, and almost every Bolshevik I know didn't. They says that since Hashem placed him in this environment, it's interesting, and it's not his fault. Therefore, although he does not yet have the revealed connection to the Torah, this is amazing. The Rebbe is saying, also he is on the level. Also he's on the level of Bikurim, who belongs before Hashem, who precedes and is higher than all matters of the Torah, even precedes the Torah, all matters that were created for him. So in other words, even a person who's totally lost, still the whole world was created for me. And in other words, in the actual service of Hashem, there are two matters. Usually the connection of the Jewish people and Hashem is through the Torah, which therefore says the Torah study is equal to all of them. And it is a constant obligation upon every Jew to study Torah in every free moment, since his entire existence depended on it. B. Regarding, however, one who is in a state of not due to his own fault, that he does not yet have a revealed connection to Torah, the concept of Bikurim applies to him, that for him everything was created. But more, this itself brings him to Torah, as mentioned above. When he realized that everything, the whole world is created for me, Hashem made it, so therefore he starts keeping Torah. Number 7. We're at paragraph 7. And we may say that the all-embracing concept, the mitzvahs of Bikurim revealing, is a new Chiddush, a new thing, revealing the virtue of the Jewish people Bikurim, even in this physical world, including their virtue in preceding the Torah, that Ramamish one with God, is expressed also in the Bikurim recitation. We come and recite the Bikurim ashes that one bringing the Bikurim says. And what's he saying? And you shall answer and say before Hashem your God, Abraham, he tried to destroy my father, and he went down to Egypt. And Hashem took us out of Egypt, and he gave us this land. Which due to this, the descent of Yaakov to Egypt, the exodus of Egypt, and the entry into the land of Israel, are general matters connected to all the Jewish people in all generations. As the sages say, in every generation, a person is obliged to see himself as he left Egypt. That the context of that every generation, that the context of this recitation is that although Avrami tried to destroy my father, i.e. Yaakov was by Laban, and Laban desired to uproot everything when he ran after Yaakov, and as others come upon us to annihilate us. We're seeing that today. And he descended to Egypt, and he settled there together with a small amount of people, with the 70 people, which all of this was before the giving of the Torah. Nevertheless, not only did this not, heaven forbid, negatively affect Yaakov and his children, rather on the contrary, they became a great and strong nation there, both in quantity as well as in quality. Beginning already in the time of Yaakov, who merited that his and all his children were complete. It says by Yaakov all his children were complete, to the extent that when Yaakov was uncertain about this, his children told him, he didn't know that his children were all holy, said, "Hear Yisrael, Shema Yisrael," and Yaakov, our forefather, Hashem, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, Hashem is our God, Hashem is one. Just as in your heart there is only one, so too we have only in our heart. Just as in your heart there is only one, so too we have only in heart only one. Thereafter Yaakov, our forefather, blessed them. He saw that they were holy, super holy, such nagas. He saw that all his children were holy, one with Hashem. He responded and said, Baruch, blessed be the glory of his honorable majesty forever, that Baruch Shem Kavod Malchus and that even when they were in Egypt, nevertheless, we have in our hearts only one, the true and complete union with Hashem before Hashem your God, and also afterwards, notwithstanding the fact that the Egyptians placed bad upon us with limitations of the world, nevertheless, Hashem took us out from Egypt with a strong hand and an outstretched arm, and the truly awesome signs and wonders, including that He brought us to this place, and He gave us this land, a land that flows with milk and honey. And He chose the Jewish people as Bikurim of the entire world, and therefore the Jewish people bring a portion for a portion the first fruit of the land that Hashem gave me, and placed it before Hashem your God. Which this shows us the Jewish people also before the giving of the Torah, before they received the revelation connection of the Torah below, are on a level of Bikurim that preceded everything, even the Torah. That this is revealed through the phenomenon that they became a great and stronger nation over there, and afterwards Hashem took us out of Egypt with a strong hand and outreached arm, and the true awesomeness, signs and wonders including, and that He brought them to this place, and He gave them up this land, the land that's flowing with milk and honey. Now there's Rebbe saying here that the fact that Hashem took us and put it in Egypt, and we became a special nation over there and everything, shows to us that we're Hashem's special people even before the Torah. I mean, you see this, that Jewish people who are not religious, you see them, that they're the heads of everything. Because by the essence, we're the heads of the world belongs to us. That's why you see by many of the new innovations in the world, they all come from Hashem. Thank to everybody, Mr. Hashem. We're going to start now on number 3. We got through the 7, we're going to start on number 8. A quick word that a friend of mine, I met the guys about Tshuva, and we did Tshuva when he was in Iraq, this was maybe 8-9 years ago. So he told me the people, the villagers over there, they respected a religious Jew. They never saw one, but they had high respect for a religious Jew. Sei gesund.